Got a lot to talk about when it comes to the quarterback position because unfortunately, there's a lot going on. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, if you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the quarterback situation with the Miami Dolphins. It is something that we need to talk about. We need to address because obviously Tua Tagovailoa is not playing Sunday, and I'll tell you when I expect him to play again. And yeah, he will play again. But before we jump into all that, and I kind of break down the Dolphins quarterback situation, this Sunday, the Miami Dolphins will be at the MetLife Stadium. To me, it's always been the Meadowlands, and I will be there. So if any of you guys got tickets to the MetLife Takeover, or if you haven't yet, Dolphins NYC, go to MetLifeTakeover.com and get your tickets before they run out for the tailgate and also for the game. The tailgate will be at Lot L4. I will be there. I'm pretty sure Stephen D will be there. I think the Fish Tank guys, I think, will also be there. A few of us will be there, as well as a ton of you guys. Like, it's always a huge crowd at the MetLife Takeover. So again, come hang out if you're going to be there. The Slattery's also in New York City. The Saturday beforehand, there will be a party there for the game. So all of this you can find on MetLifeTakeover.com, or you can go to Dolphin NYC, their Twitter. You can see all that good stuff. But I will be there Sunday. Hopefully I see a lot of you guys. And again, I'll be vlogging. So if you take pictures, like if you're like, hey, Doug, can I get a picture with you? Always down to take pictures. Just email it to me. And I'm going to put you in the vlog. But yeah, let's jump into this quarterback situation. So Tua Tagovailoa is not playing on Sunday. That is not a surprise to anybody. I think regardless if he passed concussion protocol or not, he's not going to be playing on Sunday. There's no need to rush him back. I could see him taking 2 weeks, get himself mentally and physically able to play again, and then come back that Sunday night game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can honestly see that being the possibility of him coming back. Have Teddy Bridgewater face both. I'm pretty sure he's with the Jets, both of his old teams, especially the Minnesota Vikings home. Take them on. So yeah, I expect Tua to be out for about 2 weeks, but it is a big difference in play. But speaking of Tua being out for 2 weeks, Teddy Bridgewater, he's coming in. Is he on a short leash? You know, Skylar Thompson's there. We've all seen what Skylar Thompson could do in the preseason. But Teddy Bridgewater, I expect him to play better than he did against the Cincinnati Bengals. He had so many opportunities to either tie or, take the lead in that game, and they got faltered. Now, you game plan for one quarterback. So I even noticed when I was watching a lot of the plays, a lot of the play style was for a lefty. Because there was one play, I think, where Teddy got sacked. He play action, and he had to completely spin back around to get to a right. But if it was Tua, he would have play action and been already in his left motion. So I noticed that some of the plays were made for a lefty. So I think now that, Mike McDaniel has 10 days to get ready for this game, I think he's going to draw up a ton of stuff for Teddy. Teddy's a different play style. He's a little bit more mobile. I think they have the same type of arm. Especially when I saw that deep pass 65-yarder to Tyreek Hill. He kind of really put his all into that. I think you'll see a little bit better from Teddy. If not, again, is it a possible short leash? Because again, like I said, we have Skylar Thompson, who's also active. Now, people want to see Skylar. People are begging for Skylar. Nobody, I'm hearing a big uproar for please no Teddy, please no Teddy. And they want to see Skylar Thompson. Here's the thing, and we need to realize something, right? Skylar did very well in the preseason. He especially did very well in certain stints, especially when he started against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and all that stuff. But playing preseason versus the regular season is very different. But I think me saying that is kind of preaching to the choir. I think you guys all understand that. And I think for the people who are really wanting to see Skylar play is because you want to see if he can do what he did in the preseason against somebody who is game planning for him, against a defense that is not vanilla, the exotic blitzes, the covering up their coverages and all that stuff. Can he read it quick? All that stuff. So will we see him? I honestly think that Teddy might be on a short leash. I think if the Dolphins can't get the ball moving, if the Dolphins can't get in the end zone, and all of a sudden it's looking worse than it should, I think you'll see Skylar Thompson. I honestly think Teddy Bridgewater's on a short leash. I really think Skylar, especially if he's practicing like he did in the preseason and really showing that, hey, I got the rocket arm. We have Tyreek Hill. I can hit him on deep passes in stride. We can take advantage of all that stuff. I can honestly see Skylar coming in if Teddy starts to stumble and we need points fast. Because I'll talk more about this on Sunday, but is Byron coming back? How is X doing? That is the big thing that I will be looking at as well. And then the Dolphins side, Reed Sinnett to the practice squad. So Dolphins right now are rocking with 4 quarterbacks on the team, one of them being on the practice squad. Reed Sinnett, you guys know, has been with the Dolphins on and off. He's a practice squad guy. He's an emergency guy. I can fully expect that if and when Tua is like, all right, I'm good to go, and then the NFL PA and then the doctors and everyone are like, yeah, he's good to go, he can play. No signs of concussion, no fear of it anymore, blah, blah, blah. Put extra padding in his helmet. They'll probably waive Reed Sinnett and probably take Skylar and put him back on the practice squad. Or if Skylar plays really well, they'll take Teddy and put him on the practice squad and have Skylar be the backup. But that is kind of the quarterback situation right now. We're not going to see Tua. My prediction for 2 weeks, I expect them to be like, look, take your time. There's no need to rush you back. Get healthy, especially if we rush you back. It would be a horrible PR move, especially with all this stuff coming out. With J.J. Watt coming out with having a heart attack and then him playing recently and all these guys coming out. And you look at last week. So many people were taken off or taken out of the game for concussion protocol, even if it really wasn't a concussion. If they slightly banged their head, because the NFL and the NFLPA really screwed the pooch on the Tua situation. Because, again, a lot of people want to blame Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel was just going off of what the doctors said. So even their own doctors going off what the doctors said. That being said, also, Barry Jackson came out and said on Union Source, a Union Source telling NFL-owned website that independent neurologist was actually dismissed because of his failure to understand his role and hostility during the investigation process. It can be true that protocol was followed, but that protocol also needs to be changed. So again, a lot of people want to point fingers at the organization, but I think a lot of the fingers need to be pointed at the protocol and the NFL and the NFLPA, because a lot of, after the concussion movie came out and after CTE became a really big thing, and then Junior Seau suicide unfortunately happened and all that stuff, all of a sudden the NFL was like, oh, we got to take this seriously. ESPN stopped doing Jacked Up, I think it was, with the big hits and stuff. So they need to revise the concussion protocol, because I bet you Tua passed it. I bet you both doctors, I bet you the UNC, he was like, hey, he's fine. He passed this full-on checklist. He's fine. He can go back out there. And then the same doctor who looked at him for 4 straight days was like, he's passing the concussion. He probably could play Sunday. That concussion protocol that I sent you, where they bring him, they do, cardio, and then they bring him slowly along, and then stage 4, he kind of does, short drills with his teammates, and then I bet you he passes all that. I bet you he already passed it, because concussion protocol needs to be revised. But again, the Dolphins are being smart by this and not going to put him or rush him back out there if they don't need to. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. A short video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the quarterback situation. It's going to be very interesting to watch. To me personally, I'd prefer to have Tua out there than any of these other quarterbacks, just because you see how different the offense is with him versus without him. You even saw it last year, with him, without him. But I would prefer him to be healthy mentally and physically. So the fact that they're probably, again, there is no news. I've seen people talk about he's going to be out for 5 weeks. No, what they said is he's going to be out for week 5, not for 5 weeks. So there is no news, and this isn't me telling you. I have an inside source that's saying 2 weeks. This is my educated guess, and this is what I think the team will do. Roughly about 2 weeks. Give it, 21 days, give or take. 24 days. Let him really get better, and then he plays a night game against the Steelers at home. Be the perfect situation especially going against Brian Flores. linebacker course. We can torch them like he did to everyone else. So that's what I got for you. Comment below. Let me know. Let me know when you think Tua should play. Some of you guys don't think Tua should play at all. Some of you guys think Tua should retire. Let me know. I love reading all you guys' comments. Also, do you want to see Skylar? Do you think Teddy's on a short leash? Comment below. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the picks video and the Big O show. And then Friday, we got the preview. I will not be live Sunday. Obviously, I will be going to the game, but you will get the post game after I get home from the game. And then, back to our regularly scheduled programming with Monday being the deeper dive, Tuesday being the film breakdown, all that stuff. The fact that we play on a Thursday kind of threw everything out of whack. But other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Fins out.